Dreams alive, as we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, I'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Quick throw to the right, caught. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And there's the handoff. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work, are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Finds his man. It's Montgomery. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Trying to extend the play. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Completion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
Again, makes it second and medium. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
You You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Hokies pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier finding open space. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. The timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Hokies lining up here on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This quarterback on fire today. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now from the pistol formation. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here. It works out perfectly.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, he's changing the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Hokies. No chance to catch him. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Trying for a fourth down completion. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator, the play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He pulls in the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Hokies are looking to keep this drive going.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Oh, a reverse. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
The Hokies come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped. The offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, and I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Irish. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well,
Let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down play coming up. And here's the handoff.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Hard running through a tackle. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Hokies line it up with first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. The quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
This one will be fair caught. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. What an electric play. Suddenly, they moved into scoring position down to the 24. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
First down and 10 now. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Hokies looking to cash in this red zone trip. Out of the gun now on third down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays.